Okay. We're here. How you doing, everybody? We're back for the afternoon session. It's Friday, July the 2nd, before a long weekend. Hi, all 10 viewers. How you doing? Who's left? Anybody left watching me? Hope you're doing okay today. We're closing out the week here for the markets. And I gotta say, on the big boards, things are fine. The Dow is up 137 points, and we got S&P up 26.9. We got Nasdaq up 94.97, doing great. Oil is up 8 cents a barrel. So okay, we'll take it. We'll take that. That's the big picture is good. Good vibe. It's a quiet day today. Should be. And right now, I've got a couple of our stocks. Interesting movements here. SoFi, the shares of SoFi today have had a most interesting day. They started, just above the break-even line, opening up, going up to like 1830 range, 40 range, then dropped down to 1775. That was right around 11:15, 11:30. But ever since then, it took around until 1 o'clock when there was a sudden and dramatic run up on SoFi shares. Whoever was selling ran out of stock, and the buyers kept coming in. And the stock went from like $17.92 and shot up to $18.58 in the matter of 30 minutes, if that. And we're still at 18.23 on the day. We're not as high as we reached because it took a real jump with no resistance. But we're at 1821, 1825 range. We're kind of unchanged. SoFi, way to go. Those of you out there who scooped up stock this morning, well done. If you bought some cheap contracts, way to go. Nice job, everybody. By the way, cheers to all of you folks. Some folks here are probably playing the Friday libation game, and every time I take a sip of this, they have to take a sip of theirs. Mine isn't quite as potent as theirs is. And so they may not last very long this afternoon if I have a few more of these sips. Anyway, thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Anyone that, if any of you guys join my channel right now, become members, everyone who's watching has to have a belt of their drink, too. So consider becoming a member of my channel right now. And let's put them under the table. Okay, anyway, there you have it. GameStop, 203. 14 down $1.16. The shares broke even about an hour and a half ago, and they hit a high of 205.45. This morning we were as low as 196.50 on GameStop. We've had a nice recovery on that, but again, volume on GameStop today, 2.2 million shares. It didn't take much for the stock to come back up. ATIP had a range of 942 for the high, 892 for the low. It's sitting at 906 right now, down 36 cents on 557,000. AMC is down 322 to $51. Gore's Holdings down 41 cents to 15.57, hitting a low of 15.31 around the 12:30 today. The shares have popped back about 26 cents a share from the low. 23andMe, low of 10.86, and that is not far from here. The shares are 10.88 right now. They're not doing nothing good. 738,000. We're down 11 cents, though. I mean, come on. The stock has a range today of 38 cents from low to high. So we just have a quiet day going here. It's the day before a long weekend. I get it. Fifth Wall Acquisition, 12.04, up 8 cents, holding a gain all day long. The low was 11.97, 12.04 right now. And over at VACQ, we had a very interesting shot. We had a nice little intraday shot here where the stock really took a jump, like just beep, went right up. Went from about 11.26 to 12.07 in a span of about 3 minutes. No idea. 3.5 million shares traded. No news, no announcement, no rumors, nothing. Just a shot. So VACQ is looking better and better and better. It's going to be called Rocket Lab when it's all done. I guess there's just a lot of folks who are, or certain investors that are pretty eager for this to happen, and they're buying up the stock now and not even waiting for the company to announce their shareholder vote. That is still to be announced. Navsite Holdings unchanged at 10, or up 2 cents at $10. Excuse me. Starboard is unchanged at 10.08. Over at Vandic Vectors, they're up $1.27 to 259.64. Home Depot, $1.10 gain today to 322. International Business Machines, 139.68. The low on the day, 139.52. They had a slight recovery to about the 140.80 something level, and then meandered and came up again and meandered. I saw some reporting on the story about how there are executive changes at the top of the company, but I don't view this as a negative at all. I think the market is somewhat overreacting to it. It'll be an interesting thing to see if in the last hour the selling kind of dries out and the buying comes in. I don't see much more downside here. It is off $7.19 a share, which to me is surprising that the shares are off almost 5% on a powerhouse like this. It's not going to affect earnings. It's not going to affect dividends. So I'm not sure what to make of it, but I would not be surprised in today, by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, these shares will recover where they were. Anyone picking up options today will do, I think, just fine. Dow Jones up 152 points. Not at the all-time high today, but pretty darn close. We are only, we're only like 22 points from the high today with a 154-point gain. Very, very good day on the Dow today. The all-time high for the Dow, 35,091. We're at 34,787. So, we need 213 plus another 91. So 320 points, 301 points, something like that. Yeah, 304 points. We got a new record high. That's how close we are, within 1% of the all-time record high for the Dow Jones right now. S&P is up 28.8. That's a new record high. And NASDAQ is up 99. That's a new record high if the shares were to close right here, right now. All right. Microsoft up 581 a share. That's more than a 2% gain. Apple up 228. That's up smartly today, 1.5%. Tesla up 17 cents. Bed Bath & Beyond at 31.41, down 123. BlackBerry down 19 cents to 11.98. We have Royal Caribbean up 11 cents. We've got Norwegian down 38. And we have Carnival down 20, mixed on the cruise shares. $55 gain on Amazon today to 34.88. We have a 60-cent drop on Facebook. Not bad considering the stock is just hitting all-time highs week after week right now on Facebook. Google up $43, 25.70. You can see how FANG stocks in general are doing very well, and that's helping the NASDAQ gain about 100 points right now on the day on a Friday before a long weekend. NVIDIA 8.15 getting ready for their split. And other than that, not much else to tell you. DraftKings 51.22, battling those short sellers, and the stock is slowly but surely rising. That is where I see things right now. More and more reports are coming out right now about the workplace environment story. More news outlets are reporting how businesses are having trouble finding workers. There's a 5.8% unemployment rate. I'll tell you, we're about 1.5 points away from full employment, because when you get down to the fours, that's it. You're at employment. And I am sensing that people that really want to get work are probably not having too much trouble finding it. But I could tell you that from what I'm reading and seeing here, a lot of businesses are having trouble attracting enough recruits to run their business at maximum capacity. And this is an interesting thing. Now, keep in mind, we've had, of course, people who've passed away from COVID, maybe not necessarily the majority being workers. However, there are a lot of folks who are out of the workforce right now who might want to be working, but they can't, because the kids aren't in school or aren't going to be in school, or right now there are certain people out there who would like to be working but can't, because they're looking after their elders. They're looking after family members who are suffering from the after effects of the virus or what have you, and or they're just not interested in going back into the environment where they were before. They do not feel safe in a tightly compacted area with a lot of people in a small area. They're just not interested in going back to work in that kind of environment. Can you blame them if they're watching what they're watching, seeing what they're seeing? And at the moment, we're watching all kinds of coverage from various jurisdictions around the world talking about this variant virus. that is extremely contagious. And Europe is not wide open right now, and it's not going wide open. There are countries holding back in Europe and are dreading the reopening with this variant, this Delta variant virus all over the place. It is becoming the number one strain of virus in North America, Canada, and U.S. Definitely becoming the number one nightmare strain. The good news is if you're vaccinated, you should be okay. If you're not, you're vulnerable. But what are you going to do? Some will not do it. We'll see what's going on. Thank you all for joining me today and coming in here for the last hour of the day. We have 50 minutes to go as we are closing in on the day's end, the weekend, the end of the week. 1813 on the SoFi, 202.66 on GameStop, ATIP 906, AMC 5111, Gores 1556, and ME 23andMe 1092, down 8 cents. That's okay. That's how a Friday should be before a long weekend. Very, very, very quiet. Thank you for joining in. I got a VACQ August call for a $1 strike. What? For $1? No, for $1. I bought it for $1. It was a $10 strike, and I sold them for $2.20. Nice trade. Very nice trade. Let's see. Any news on the SPACs? We just did all that. What else have we got here? Hi, Uncle B from Freedom. Hello, everybody. Finally made it to 100 GameStop shares. I sold a call immediately for July 16, next Friday at a 3:30 strike for $295. I used it to buy 2 more shares. There you go. Well done. There's an Uncle Bruce drinking game. What is that all about? AMC is so strong. Is it really? Down 314. Not really strong today. I can drink at work, right? My 19,000 YOLO on SoFi with an average of 1818 rocking on. You had a nice run there a little while today, didn't you? It was a nice shot. That's what SoFi can do at any time. SoFi can shoot up $1, $2 at any moment. This stock is so undervalued here. It should be around $30. When it explodes, watch out. Let's see what happens. Drink when Bruce says AMC. Let's see. A week or so ago, I picked up 2 VACQ options expiring July 16th. Since it was so close, I only bought 2 at 40 cents each. I sold them today for $1.92. I should have bought 10 of those. Neat. Nice trade, Soldier of Science. A while back, I scored a few 716, 12.5 VACQ calls for a super cheap 2025. Sold them for 60 when it took a run this afternoon. Okay. Well done. And let's see. Yeah, VACQ did a really good run for a short period of time. That's a sign of things to come too. I agree. Take a shot when Bruce says shot. Anyone else getting screwed on calls today, or is it just me? Jacob is asking. Let's see. What else is going on here? VACQ was probably moving in sympathy with ASTR. Maybe. Let's go. Keeping on here, 18.2 million shares on volume on SoFi today, sitting at 1817, down 8 cents on the day. GameStop down $1.18 to 203.18. GameStop volume today is 2.3 million shares. Quiet day. Let's see. Dang, my $500 doesn't seem so bad now. Jacob saying. My 12.5 January 22 VACQ calls went up about $4 for about a minute. Laugh out loud. At bottom at about $2, so that one's going well. Hope it becomes a $20, $30 contract within a few months. And I've learned my lesson on these short calls. Jacob is saying, Michael, 103% and 48% still up, but they're down. Black X Pink, I got my first vaccine today. Way to go. NSH calls are down. Hit the fireworks. Hey, let's throw the fireworks today. How about some fireworks? Happy 4th of July, everybody. Enjoy some fireworks. Why not? Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what this looks like. How about that? Apple calls are up big. Nike keeps running too, up about 45 grand on those. Nicely done. Michael, I bought back my 137 covered calls on Apple on Wednesday. Haha, good call. Well done. They need to pay more, says John Van, for employees. That's right. Employers have got to pay more. That's right. Apple has had more positive movement in the last 3 days than in all of 2021. Very nice on Nike. Let's see. Yep, yeah, the workers will work if the company's fair value. Was there news? I rarely see Apple go up 250 in a day. Let's see. What else is going on? Yeah, I have no idea why the stock is up today. I've heard nothing. My local is going through contract negotiations with the contractors, and they aren't bidding work, so they don't have to raise wages or give in to demands. Interesting. Let's see. Vector is popping, they say. Well, how about that? We're happy. Vector 1134. Nav side up 4. Starboard unchanged. Fifth wall up a nickel. So anyway, there you go. Interesting day. 23andMe is only down 2 cents now. It's coming back on right now. Gore's down 44 cents. ATIP down 36. GameStop only down 99 cents now. SoFi down 13 cents. So these are very close to even prices. We still have 45 minutes to go. The markets could go higher. So can these stocks. VACQ calls are up nicely today. There you go. Here, Eddie's saying here, Delta variant here is creating issues due to the end of classes, trips, and vacations. Young people, the main ones now entering hospitals, they're the last to get vaccinated, and they're the ones who are catching it. That's right. The Delta variant has infiltrated the options market. Wait till the gamut variant hits. Let's see. SoFi jumping to 1843 followed an unusual option alert. Seeing Uncle Bruce make the that's the stuff face after sipping his caffeine-free Diet Coke is one of the greatest life's simplest pleasures. SoFi call still a good buy then, $30 for Jan 22. Eddie, thoughts on the new short announced on AMC, Uncle Bruce? Drink, everybody. I have no idea. Fumbler, free AMC share if you sign up for SoFi. Just found out SoFi only available for Hong Kong bank accounts, though. Let's see. SoFi calls are expensive still. I soaked a bagel in vodka and I ate it. I've just been killing time until Uncle Bruce came back on, says Gregory. And I think I bought my SoFi calls at the perfect time, 15s at 261. Let's see here. What have we got here? Happy 4th of July, that boy Louie. And let's see. On the production value, the production value. That sounded like Texas firing his AR. Already gave thumbs ups. Happy Friday afternoon, everybody. I've bought so much dip. I ran out of chips. I'm ready for the rip. Yeah, well, this is it, Brad. I don't think most people realize how easily these job openings can be filled by immigrant work from overseas, especially now that remote work is becoming the norm. Yeah. Dylan, thank you for this donation. Bruce, I want to show you screenshots of the 23andMe data I found, which I was asking you about yesterday. I strongly believe I know exactly how the stock's price will move. How can I send this to you? You probably send me to me via my email. The email account, brucefrommert@hotmail.com. I assume if you haven't gotten those in-the-money calls for IBM for next year's a good day to do it. There's always that. Sorry if you already talked about this, but I can't find FAII on Robinhood or Ameritrade. What is up with FAII? FAII is no longer around. We're talking now about that was Fortress. Fortress. I think. Which one is that? Is that ATI now? You see how fast you forget. ATIP is Fortress now, isn't that it? ATIP. That's what it is now. There we go. Thank you, AB. There's the next message right there. Try his private email. That's right. Thank you, said Daniel. Michael AB bought a couple of August 140 IBM calls, hoping for a quick turnaround. I think you might get one here. Sold all my stocks for SoFi. You only live once at 1820 average, hoping it pops or bankruptcy. Oh, it'll pop. You're going to make money here. I'm an electrician. They can't replace me that easy without going to war. That's true. ATIP, says Michael. That's the one you have now. That used to be FAII. Yes, they changed their names, and that's how it goes. The Dow up 161, near the high of the day. Not quite at the top, but pretty close. S&P up 30, NASDAQ up 105 now. Looking good. What else? The oil is up $18 a barrel at the moment. That's about all we got going on right now on that one. Folks, welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're going to have a great weekend, everybody. Cheers to all of you from Stock Markets with Bruce. Yeah, it's fantastic. Always gaming, sending love. Brad, these jobs are always always great against outsourcing. Trade jobs are always great against outsourcing. That's true, they are. Rich, I sold all for SoFi as well today. Have a great weekend. I am out, says Multi Dog. Best bet. Cheers to all of you out there. Rock and roll. Yoko YOLO. Oh man, oh man. How are we doing for thumbs ups? We've got right now 190 thumbs ups going on the show. We have 532 of you here with me, which is a miracle that many of you are here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you for the support with 192 thumbs ups. 40% of you giving out some thumbs ups already. Appreciate that very much. See what happens this weekend. I hope you guys have a great weekend this weekend. Visit friends, relatives. All will go well for you. I'm going to be busy with some sessions. I've got some sessions on Saturday. I've got 3 of them so far paid for. I'm waiting for 2 more to come in. And then on Sunday, I've got a full day. I got 5 on Sunday. And Monday, I'm not doing any. I don't think I'm going to have any sessions on Monday, which will be a day off for me. And I don't know what to do with myself. This is going to be so interesting to have a whole day off. Well, I know what I'll be doing. Rehearsing my classes. That's what I'll be doing. Getting ready for classes for next weekend. That's what I'll be working on Monday. And getting ready for get you guys going. It's going to be exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. Thank you one and all for being here. Let's see. Cheers, Uncle B, says Brent. Prevailing wage for electricians in San Francisco is $120 an hour right now. Chandler, Uncle Bruce, cheers from Chandler, AZ. Tell us when you are in the Valley. Bobster, ATIP, Mike, slow day, huh? Yeah, so we could create a SoFi Retail Shareholders Union already, laughing out loud. Frankie, I have a question to Uncle Bruce about GameStop. When will it go to the moon? That's all I want to know. I wouldn't go to San Fran for all the money in the world. Rich, Bruce, what's your favorite stock? ATM. What's your favorite of stocking with all the ones you discuss? What's your favorite of all time? Your favorite stock of all time of all the stuff you discussed? I see what you mean. Go CCL. Go on a bagel mission. Uncle Bruce, what do you think of the IBM shakeup? I like it. I think you're freeing up high-performing assets in one company and another one in another, and between the two, I bet you the two separately will be worth more money than the one together. This is why I think the shares can take a run eventually, but right now 139.56 today. It's a down day today, but I don't think this is going to last long, and I think overall the shares will go closer to 200 a share combined. I think that makes everybody money. Thumbs up for Uncle Bruce. Uncle Bruce. I'm just studying, just saying. Uncle B, how do you feel about franchises? Well, I wish I were the owner of the franchises as far as the parent company. But you work pretty hard as a franchisee. If you're a franchisee owner, you have to work very hard. I knew a gal in the last shopping mall I was in for my own store. She was a franchise holder of a coffee shop. It wasn't a Starbucks. It's a Canadian version, kind of a franchise for a Canadian company. And she did a really good job. She worked her tail off, and she ran it with military precision. Excellent employees, great attitude, excellent customer service, loyal clients. And she made good money running it. She sold the business to a gal who wasn't as good as a hard worker. And even though she stayed on for a couple months to help her transition so she could run it, it just didn't do the numbers. And within a year, the location shut down. Just wasn't working out anymore because, unfortunately for the gal who bought the place, the mall she was in was suffering, and the numbers were suffering, and the landlord was not negotiating rental discounts, and so she just shut it down and walked away. where the gal who sold it had done rather well for herself because she sold it for a good buck. And then she ended up running another franchise, a Subway franchise that her parents owned, and she ran it in the same mall. Even as the mall was closing, this Subway was making a ton of money because, again, the way she worked it and the dedication she gave to the place, people would come to that Subway and they would get served just instantly and looked after, and she made money. But I gotta tell you, she would like I would say to her, you are working way too hard for the kind of money you're making. You're making a profit, but you're not making the big profit. You're okay in a shitty mall, but boy, you could do so much better. And I had tried to encourage her to be a consultant. I was saying to her, you would be best to be hired by these franchisee organizations to be a consultant and to go to franchises and help them be better, because franchises that run better and make more money are more valuable, which makes the owners more excited to own them. But there was the funny thing about franchises or franchising, these large corporations, they're so full of themselves and how great they think they are, they forget to go to the ground level and help the actual franchisees become better at being franchisees. And when they do, they come in with such a heavy hammer that they are resented. And it's kind of weird. So I have a mixed feeling about franchising and being a franchisee. I've never been a franchisee myself. I've known a few, but I've had a few retail stores where I've sold sports clothing and like baseball hats and jerseys for hockey and baseball and NFL and T-shirts and coffee mugs, all kinds of licensed stuff for sports teams. And I made a living at it as an independent operator. But we would be up against a franchisee type locations like the Lids out there. But we could kick their butts because the kids working in the Lid stores, they were just part-time employees. And they couldn't wait for the shift to be over so they could go out and do whatever. Where an owner of a store, you have your heart, soul, and all your money in it. You will work it and make it work. Not like a franchisee or an employee of a franchise. No, not going to happen. AMC, just kidding. Whatever. Is Mr. Bruce now? It's Mr. Bruce now, or Mr. Fromert, or Mr. Bagel. It's Uncle Bruce, isn't it? At the what have we got here? At the moment, just sent the email about 23. Let me know what you think when possible. I smell money, Bruce. What's considered cheap for options? What's considered cheap for options? Do you look at the certain percentage range versus the share range, premium plus strike compared to book value forecast? Well, I look at a number of things. Time, how much time is left, and the volatility of the stock. How much in or out of the money are you? This kind of stuff. I look at a number of things. Excited about these classes, Uncle Bruce. I've weaned myself off of momentum trading shares thanks to your advice, looking to learn more about options and move into more quality investing. I'm looking for that. Second Cup is the name of the franchise, correct? Story time, what was your first trade and your final trade? First trade I ever made for myself. I actually bought 2 call contracts on Shell Oil in 1978. I was studying the securities course, and I was learning about options, and my mentor, who was a broker, he had the options course and everything. He had the license, and so I set up an options account with him, a margin account, and I bought 2 call options for I think $2 each, and we sold them for $2.50. And we both laughed about it because I had no money, but we had fun with it. Joe, SoFi coming on. I'm drinking 1826 right now, unchanged. 202.19 on GameStop. We have 29 minutes, 30 minutes to go before the day is done. Bagel Gang says, Drew, SF isn't as bad as it looks on Facebook. Charmin tissue touched bottoms today and millions of people were cleaned out. Oh, no. John, after GameStop squeeze, I'm going to open a beach hut deli in Tahoe City next to Truckee River rafting. My dad's friend bought a Cold Stone in Phoenix. Let's just say he's doing okay. Good for him. Michael, oh my gosh, thank you, Michael Hunt, for this wonderful donation. $100 donation. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Happy 4th to everyone. Thank you so much for this donation. You are the gold medal holder right now, all by yourself. There is nobody, and I mean no one near you, in a donation of this amount. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. That's pretty darn cool, and that's kind of nice. Hopefully, you can spur 20 other people to do the same thing. Nice job, man. Thank you, and cheers to you, because I know that means everybody has to have a drink. I believe this kind of a donation means everyone has to finish their entire drink. I think it is. Beautiful job, Michael. Please open a bagel franchise. I think after Squeeze, all of us would love to be your customer and bake bagels in our area. Not going to happen. I'm not working 7 days a week to do that. I'm working 7 days a week to do this. Mr. Uncle says Farragon. Way to throw down, Mike. Way to done. First trade was buying contracts. Yep. The gall. First trade, buying call contracts. Yeah. Listening but watching. T-Bone, happy 4th. SoFi is in the green. Not now. Down 7 at 18.18, but it's getting there. Well done, sir. Picked up a ton of cheap SoFi and ME today. I smell money. I'm curious of this email with ME price forecasting. There's not much else going on. Would you take a quick look and give us your thoughts? I've got to read comments here. Sounds like McDonald's ice cream cone fiasco. The ice cream machines weren't broken. Employees just said they were broken because they took too long to clean. Daniel, so I took a risk and bought a few call contracts on IBM. September 17th, $150 strike for 205 and $155 strike for 115 in control of 200 shares for 320. Good job. Yeah, that's a good bet. I like that. I like that deal. Yeah, you don't need a lot to make this pay. You really don't. And yeah, way to go. Tatas and beer will be my draft house next to Beach Hut Deli. $100 means Auntie Jen can get a new pair of shoes. Look out. Make it happen, Bruce. Trying to get everyone fired up to get those donations flowing. Trying to do it. Cheers to the Canadians who tore down the statue of the Queen. Matt Cato, fireworks for you. John, thanks, Mike. Wasn't going to drink till later, but it's the game. Best bet. It was Bransky. There you go, Bruce. Can you set up an area for members with your price targets for each stock of reference? Can you set up an area? Can you set up an area for members? An area for members with your price targets for each stock for reference. I don't know if I have price targets for it. T-Bone, Michael, got my GHVI vote in today. For the deal. I was going to talk about another franchise. Excuse me. I got to talk about another franchise. I used to have a retail store selling sports cards, comic books in the Chinook shopping mall in Calgary, which is Calgary's largest shopping mall. It's the one with the highest rents. And this is back. Who is it going back? This is going back to 90, 91, 92-ish, 93 sort of thing. Anyway, one day I happened to be down by the one of the stores, and I came across the Orange Julius booth. And I don't know if you have. I think you do have Orange Julius's in the U.S. I'm not sure across all the United States, but if you're an American, Orange Julius is a place that serves orange whips, whipped drinks, and they produce hot dogs that they roll on the rollers, and they produce. They have just cola and stuff. They also have strawberry type drinks and other drinks. I'm sure by now they've really diversified out. Anyway, I happened to meet this gentleman. I bought a Coke from the Orange Julius, and it turns out I was dealing with the owner of the franchise, and I'm not talking about the one franchise there. I was talking to and dealing with the owner of 73 of them, and I found that out very quickly because he looked at me and he said, aren't you the guy that owns that sports store up the hall over there? I said, yeah. Or the sports card store. I said, yeah, I'm the guy. I got a shop up there. And he says, oh, my name is so-and-so. He says, I own 73 of these. And I go, oh, wow, this is cool. I'm owner to owner. I got one location. He's got 73. And we hung out for a half an hour because there were virtually no customers. It was I think it was a Sunday, and it was very quiet. I don't remember what day it was. It doesn't matter. We had some time to chat, and he was a really interesting guy. His motto was keep it simple, stupid. That was his motto. He says, all I do is I sell hot dogs and Coke. That's all I sell. He says these orange drinks, we have the powder, we have the juice, and we put the powder in it, and then we mix it up, That's it, and it sells like crazy. We do it for strawberry and for orange juice at that time. This would have been 1993, 94. But he opened up 73 locations across Western Canada, even into Montana, and made millions. Made millions. And I thought, well, what are you doing here? Like, why are you in this location selling me a cola? He says, this is the number one location. It's the first one I ever had. This is number one, the first one I ever opened up, and I live in town. And I came in today to see the manager, and the manager's out doing some runaround, so I'm handling transactions. You never forget how to operate your own franchise. But he doesn't do that anymore. Obviously, he's doing all the admin work now, and he's got all the staff. Simple guy, really neat guy. He says, Bruce, whatever it is you get into, I know you're doing that right now, and that's a fad. It won't last forever. I said, oh, it won't. It's not going to last forever. He says, well, whatever you get into down the road, just keep it simple. Do what you do best, and you'll do fine. And I think he'd be happy with me today if he is still alive. I'm not sure if he's still alive or not. He wasn't that much older than I was. But I'm doing what I know, which is the markets, and I'm doing it with the broadcasting it to a wonderful group of people around the world, and I love it. And we're about to start traveling, Jen and I, to possibly see a bunch of you in person. I'm quite looking forward to this. So about to become a nomad with my wife. Starting this fall, and we are going to travel, and I will be doing this from the road because I can, and that's the best part about this gig. I don't have to be in any one location. I can be a nomad and keep on going. I'm excited. Anyway, there you go. Thank you all for being here. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, fine. I'm in. I picked up IBM calls. October $150 strike for $1.80 a piece. That's a good cheap contract. 26 to 1 thumbs. Let's go. Loved Orange Julius. Yes, Orange Julius. We have him here. When will I see GameStop come around again? 5 minutes from now? Anytime. Michael, speaking of sports cards, what are you doing with your collection when you go on the road? I want to get rid of them. I want to sell them. I want to get rid of all 65,000 cards. I think I have all 65,000. I have 5,400 comic books. It's got to go. It's got to go. Highest offer takes. Need someone to come by the house and pick them up. Kevin is 99. That is a great price for October calls. I agree. Best bet. There's one in Montreal. Good Friday, everybody from Vasta. Just a little late. How many drinks did I miss? I have no idea, Vasta. But cheers to all of you who are drinking out there. Welcome one, welcome all. We are at 23 minutes to go. SoFi down 8 cents to 18.17. GameStop down 234 to 202.02. 202.02. ATIP 906 down 36 cents. AMC down 361, 50.61. Gores down 45 cents to 15.53. ME&Me 23andMe down 7 cents, 10.93. Fifth Wall up 4 cents to $12. Vector up 28 cents to 11.24. Navsite up 2 cents to 10. Starboard unchanged at 208. The Dow is up 153. The S&P is up 31. Nasdaq's up 114 points. And that is what's going on right now as we continue on. Let's see what's going on here. Simply beautiful. Uncle Bruce, you are living the dream. Travel and stonks. Thank you. Starting chugging. SoFi on the run. Cheers. Let's hope it keeps going. I'm showing it 18.21 down 4 cents. Thanks for the stories. I'm looking at buying a franchise in 2 years because I'm tired of making someone else money. Yeah, but with a franchise, you are making somebody else money. But if you get the right franchise and it's a good cash flow producer, you can make a good living. And, depending on the type of business you're in, the location you have, and with a reasonable rent, you can make a good buck. You're not going to get like incredibly wealthy, but you can make good money. And if you have a family with kids, have the kids work the shop. That helps keep money in the house. Good move for everybody. Lisa B, I just got back into collecting cards and realized that I have 3 Tom Brady rookie cards. Nice. John Van, do you have a Spider-Man #1 issue or an Iron Man? No, I do not. I bought red, white, and blueberry vodka, and I'm trying it now. I bet it mixes well, but on its own, it tastes kind of like demented Kool-Aid. Can I borrow one, Lisa? John, what's the best card you have in your collection? I don't know. I don't have like expensive rookie rare collectibles. I have just a big fat collection of a bunch of cards that my store once had, and I run the gamut from hockey cards to baseball to football, some basketball. Then I have some non-sport cards, but not too many. It's a crapshoot. I do have, like I've got over here, a Mario Lemieux, a second-year Mario Lemieux card. I'm sure it's worth $100 or something. I have some cards from the 70s and the 80s and that time from hockey. Anyway, no Punisher. No, I have a #1 Spider-Man Venom. Is that a Venom? Spider-Man Venom? Hang on a second. Let me show you. Oops. There you go. I got this comic right here. This is a Spider-Man Unlimited with Maximum Carnage, and this came out as a I think an 8-part series, and this comic book was retailing for $5 Canadian the first day it came out, and I ordered 500 of these, and I was selling the last copies. Like when I was closing my store, I was getting $20 for this thing. I've seen eBay offers on this comic for up to $100 US. Quite smart. I have about 100 of those. And then I've got Iron Man right here. Well, this is just a ceremonial copy. It's a Iron Man number 290. It's just a chrome kind of fancy cover. And I've got this one here, another one of these fancy cover hologram covers, Spectacular Spider-Man number 200. These are worth $5-10 in the collector's market. Nothing serious. I do have cable number 1, though. I got a cable number 1 right there with an embossed cover on it. I've got a few of those, and I've got a few of these X-Men comics that came with collector cards in them. I have some of those. Here's a Magnus comic that I've got from Valiant Comics. I'm not even sure Valiant is around anymore. I really don't know if Valiant still makes comics or not. And then dropped Dracula right here. Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula from Topps Comics. Here's a comic book you don't see anymore. Topps Comic Books. How about that? That clunk you heard was this card right here. Thankfully, I got Mario Lemieux in this protective sleeve. This is Mario Lemieux here, and this card was $45 when I sold it 20 years ago. I'm not sure what it's trading for now, but it's an O-Pee-Chee. It's a Canadian version, so it's got the French and English version of stats in here. And a description, and it shows his statistics after only 3 seasons. You can see in the back here, the Mario Lemieux from 84, 85, 85, 86, 86, 87. Games played, 215. Goals, 245. Assists, 203. 348 points. He was prolific scorer apparently in his early days, and he kind of kept it up. For those of you from Philadelphia, if you're any Philadelphia Flyers fans, I got a bunch of Lindros cards. I don't know if this has any value to it, but I got a bunch of Lindros cards. Anyway, it's a collection of stuff, and I need a taker to take them all. I need someone to take them all out of here because we really don't want to store them anymore. But that's another matter. 17 minutes to go in the day. SoFi at 18.22, down 2 cents. GameStop down 236 to 202. ATIP down 36 cents to 906. 23andMe down 7 cents. Not much going on, and I'm not expecting much going on, to be honest, between now and the bell. It is, after all, the long weekend. What kind of options can we write on SoFi in the short term and the long term? I'm not recommending anyone write contracts on SoFi quite yet. The shares are poised to at any time take off to $25-30 a share. At that point, then you can bring in, I think you'll be able to bring in some really nice premiums. You might be able to bring in $5 or $6 a share for, say, contracts, $5 out of the money for like a month or two, and you can bring in a couple of bucks a month on your stock nicely or more coming up. Matterport 2, that will be the takeover July 20. So after that, we'll tell you what's going on, see what's happening. Jeff, CNBC poo-pooing GameStop again. Money-losing companies are selling a record amount of stock. That's funny how these guys are poo-pooing GameStop. They're really not losing that much money anymore. They've kind of turning the corner here, but of course they're not going to look into it because that's the last thing they're going to do is due diligence. 1.9 billion in cash. By paying off their long-term debt, they eliminated 22 million a year in expenses, which is going a long way towards cutting their losses as well. But not that CNBC cares. Want to print money? Open a Chick-fil-A. There you go. Best bet, Bruce. If you're going nomad, auction your house with the cards and comics and everything included, and it'll become an Uncle Bruce museum. Have you thought of that? I hadn't thought of that. Uncle Bruce, speaking of rent, what do you think about McDonald's long term? Speaking of rent, what do you think about McDonald's long term? I don't have a thought on McDonald's. Please, would you remind me of your strategy for long term calls on IBM? I forgot. Thanks. I'm just saying that IBM today took a dump, and it's dropped off $7 odd a share. And I think right now they're a buy. I think you can buy call options on IBM, maybe 140s to 150s between now and the end of the year. I think you can make some money on them short term. I think within like the next few days, within a week, I think make some nice money on IBM calls. That's my thing on the writing of call contracts. There is a strategy there that you can employ. I would be looking at writing calls about $10 ahead of the stock most of the time for like a month or so is how I would do it. Anyway, that's my thought. Bruce, didn't take a little while for them to write on the stone tablets your earnings, to deliver your earnings on your first options. What? Bruce, didn't take a little while for them to write on the stone tablets your earnings, to deliver your earnings on your first. I'm not sure what you're mean. I don't know. I don't quite get that. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I just popped by. First shot and having some more for you while you speak the knowledge. I just grabbed a couple $100 of Pokemon unopened, saving for years and selling. Cheers. Way to go, John Ben. I have it. Thumbs ups. That's Carnage, not Venom. That's what it was. I'm happy with that comic talk. Take your whole collection to the pawn shop in Vegas through. They'll have to pay about half, but you can load it. Yeah, but I can't take it across the border. Can't do it. Not gonna do it. Let's see. How's everyone doing? Happy 4th. How about Alien Predator? No, I loved Bram Stoker's Dracula, the film. Any 1996 basketball unopened boxes? No. Looks like Jen is already liking the idea of finding new homes for the comics. Laughing out loud. Oh yeah. Uncle, do you have any X-Men from the late 70s, 80s? No. Daniel, I have been call option buy guy and rarely go long on shares. I'm considering going long on SoFi to eventually start writing calls. With 300 shares, be a good number to start with. Any number is a good number to start with. Whatever's comfortable. 348 points total. I don't know what that means. How much for the Yoko vinyl when you hit the road? Signed, of course. There you are. I don't know if that's sellable. That's so precious. 298 thumbs ups with 12 minutes to go in the day here. Thank you for the 298 thumbs ups, 14 thumbs downs. We got a 20-to-1 ratio right now, thumbs ups to thumbs downs. Thank you, everybody, for that. We're positive on SoFi. We have gone green. SoFi, 1826, it looks like, that we may have just breached the break-even number. I'm not sure. We're right there. Okay. What year was that Super Mario card? That card is that card would be an 87, 88, that would be my guess. Was printed in 87, so that would have been an 87, 88 card for Mario. So it's a ways to go. BET for SoFi closure price, I say 19. That's what you're betting. SoFi's going to close at 19. Well, we'll find out. That Superman comic goes for about 180. Uncle Bruce, you are so like a GameStop holder. I love it. GameStop is selling collectibles. They might be they'd be buying that kind of product. Yeah, that's Spider-Man. Like I say, it's. I have 110 of them, I think. Yeah, and they're included in the 5,400. But you got to take them all, including those. The Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, happy 4th of July. Take the well-deserved break. ME, I'll be getting assigned some SoFi puts I sold for 19. Love it, since they gave me 160 as a premium. Joke's on them. All about graded cards these days, unfortunately. Wally, Uncle Bruce, any Honus Wagners? No. If they are poo-pooing GameStop now, is that the heard good things on GameStop through the grapevine, they have to counteract it? I don't know. I can't understand these people. Yeah, he probably has 10 of them. Haha. You promised me the moon, Bruce. Tears are in my Kool-Aid, says Brent. I didn't tell you by this Friday though. They're we're not going to the moon this Friday. I want the VHEAP buy on IBM for that. I don't know what that means. Nick, Bruce, what are your thoughts on selling puts? I bought 100 SoFi the other day, and I'm just realizing now I could have been paid to buy them. And we'll get into that on the classes. I picked IBM 141 calls for August the 6th for 375. Started the day off over $7. How about that? We are right now at 139.98 on IBM, coming up just a little bit at the end here. 10 minutes to go in the day. We're at 18.21, down 4 cents on SoFi. We're down 2.09 on GameStop right now. Down 4 cents on 23andMe. We got a couple of our SPACs just about to turn. I picked up 20 IBM 140s at 11.20 Jan 22s, January 2022s. There you go. Lots of time. I think you're going to do nicely. Any automobile magazines or cards? Cards, I don't think so. No magazines, no. IBM, 141 calls, 153, a good deal. Depends how long they are. Gregory, thank you, Bruce. I was actually thinking about the split of IBM to two separate companies. What time does the libation game start at? I think it's already on. Get those comics graded. I have no time. July 16, 141 calls, $100.54. I see what you mean. That's too close. It's close. It's too close. I wouldn't go 16 July. It's too close. Do you have any minute? Do you have any minute? No. The 3 August 140 in the IBM calls could be a buy. Traders really feel the dips. Investors drive Cadillacs. There you go. Hey, Bruce, I'm rolling my calls on Gores. Should I buy one big one? Should I buy one big one in the money or buy 2 or 4 out of the money? I'm just trying to get a better understanding of the beta and the gamma. The more calls you have, the more leverage you have, and that's important on the call business. So I would be doing that. And if someone offered, for example, $10,000 for the Yoko record, of course, maybe it's not legally eligible, voila, to do any transaction, laugh, la, la. Thumbs up for Uncle Bruce, 5,400 for 5,400. I have a huge collection myself, says John. Howard the Duck. Hobby text, how far back do the baseball cards go back to Uncle Bruce? Oh, no, I have nothing old. No. You won't be interested in my baseball cards. For my baseball cards, you're not going to be interested in them. They're 90s, no, 2000s. No, you don't want them. Spelling errors, I guess someone must be drinking already. Sorry, Bruce, I get tipsy when GameStop gets dipsy. 8 minutes to go. Uncle Bruce, if you give me a detailed list, I'll find you a buyer. I expect a modest $5% finder's fee. Yeah, I can't do a list. I'm on the air all the time here. When's SoFi second quarter? QE are going. You mean someone isn't drinking yet? Hi, Colin. The SPACs, Apex is merging. Know anything? Nope, I don't. Crypto. Thanks, Uncle B. Joshua Gore's 15 February call. $4 for it, worth every penny. Let's go. Look up your card on eBay. You'll find out what it's worth. I know. I just don't have time. When are the lessons coming on covered calls? We start next weekend. Start classes next weekend, I think. We're hoping to. And we'll alert all of you early this week about that. So get ready. We begin. Wally's World. Can you start a third YouTube channel calling it Trading Cards and Comics with Kid Bruce? You can do it. No sleep. Put 5 hours in on this channel. Put about 4 hours in on that channel. Do a couple of things on the TWB, and just don't ever sleep. Just be on the air all the time. It'd be great. Joshua Frost agreed. There you go. Don't ever do anything else. 202 down 236 on GameStop. 1816 down 9 cents on SoFi. The Dow's at a high price. It's at the high 177 on the Dow, up 177. S&P up 34. Nasdaq up 118. We're rocking on the markets, but not our stocks. Not the ones we're following. The only stocks that we're following that are up are Fifth Wall. They're up a penny. Vector's up 40 cents. Navside up 3. That's it. VACQ is up 166. Home Depot up 127. IBM is back to 140. Welcome back. 140.02. Dow is at up 176. Microsoft up $6. Apple up 265. Tesla down 47 cents. Bed Bath & Beyond down $1.38. Amazon up $74. Alphabet up 48. These guys are doing great. But the stocks we're following: SoFi, GameStop, ATI, AMC, Gores, 23andMe, they're all down. They're all under, just slightly underwater. or roughly or so. No one's getting crushed or anything. It's just not a great day. Any recommendations on Yoko's essential albums? Nothing there. I dropped out of summer school so I can take your classes. There you go. SoFi 1813, roughly 1810. Uncle Bruce, just take him to a privately owned comic shop. There aren't any in Creston. Give him a call and explain the situation. I did the same with some old retro video games and it worked out great. Nobody here does that. Colin, why don't you write? How do I sign up? Will tapes be available? We'll let you know this coming week about that. You remember, you'll get an alert. Sleeping with Bruce sounds like a winning YouTube channel. Sleeping with Bruce. SVT Boxer. SVAC options just took a nice jump. SVAC. Starboard. The stock's at 10.08. It's not doing anything. It's flat as a pancake on 81,000 shares. Nothing happening. 5 minutes to go or less now. Microsoft is up. I'm sure Jen would elaborate that list really fast. Uncle Bruce, you really are sad on letting those comics go. I understand it happens to me with car magazines. Has anyone told you that you have helped more people making money than the U.S. government sent out stimulus? Let's just put Bruce in charge, and we will all be rich. Best $5 I spend a month. Right? Mike, it's almost like Apple is a moneymaker. Who would have guessed that these guys make money all the time? I have been flipping Apple calls all day. Lillian, 1807. Yep, really, Thomas, I need my call in dangerously high. See, letters home. We want to know you're okay out there in this great big world. Shares are just dumping on SoFi now. I just got here. I've been busy. Sorry, looking forward to Murica weekend. Okay, we're going down on SoFi. Christopher, $5 donation. Thank you. 1809, down 16 cents. John, put your collection on Craigslist and trade for a Tesla. Joshua, is 180 in the IBM for February too high of a strike? Yeah, of course, IBM stock is a $180 IBM February. That too far out, too high. Don't go there. No, don't be doing that. Bought a 917 IBM 155 call for 102. Can't be too bad of an investment if IBM returns to normal next week. Let's hope so. $140.04, just a bit better. Down to 3 minutes. Uncle Bruce, with no local options, put in on Craigslist if you have one there, or just take some photos and put it on eBay. People will buy random variety packs of just gamble on it. Again, a shipping out of Canada into the U.S. is incredibly expensive. It is really tough. It's a real tough situation here. I vote for Sleeping with Bruce. Lord Thunder and Jesus, why he getting charged $5 a month and me 10? I don't understand it either. Even if he gets back to 146 next week, you'll be nicely higher. We need a good comeback Tuesday after this long weekend. Have you heard of it? Let's see. Mr. E, we can all help you out if you choose one item per show and sell it to the highest bidder. We will try to outbid each other just for pride. Your collection will be gone in no time. I should put up a box of 100 comics a day, but the problem is that you guys have to come and get it. There's the problem. Only 340 thumbs ups. Pump them thumbs ups for Bruce. Can we even drive over the border yet? Nope, you can't. Why is shipping from Canada so expensive? That makes no sense. I know. UB Big Spoon or Little Spoon. Dear 8-pound, 6-ounce baby Jesus, please let GameStop go to the moon. Rita, if there are 15,000 calls sold for a certain date, will those buyers make the stock go up on that day? No guarantee on that. Bruce, I'm sending you a cowbell. Deal with it. Ship them COD. Ship them COD. Can't do it internationally. Can't do a COD international. You think we haven't thought of everything? 2 minutes to go. 1 minute to go. 202.19 on GameStop right now. SoFi down 23 cents to 18.02. We are limping in on the final few minutes here. IBM at 139.97. Even it is limping in. Coming into the last minute of the week before the long weekend. There is nobody here. And there's nothing going on, and that is how it is. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yes, that's what we're showing right here. It's awful quiet. Oh boy, I'll tell you. I'll do what I can. I got to do what we can do. Yeah. How about a Dave Williams hockey card? Here's a classic guy, Dave Williams. It's worth like 50 cents. How about that? Man, oh my. I should do a sale on this comic here though. I should do a where is it? Here it is. I should do some kind of a sale on these because these are probably my most valuable comic that I've got. Spider-Man Unlimited #1. These are all brand new, all in these boards, and I should send these out individually, I would think. But what do I sell them for? How do I do it? I don't know. I don't know how to do it. 80s baseball cards: Ricky Henderson, Greg Maddux, Griffey, Rip Manically. My top holders. I like cards. Drew Nielsen laughing. We're closed now. The bell is going. I think we're done. Ask for COD independent on price. People just really want your DNA from the plastics covers. That was a sip. I don't know what that means. Uncle Bruce. Some Facebook users create pages to sell comics in grab bag fashion. 10 random comics at set price. You can do it daily here. Mirko just picked up 17 IBM calls. September 17 strike. 150s for 184. Whoop whoop. Nice job. Nice job. Bruce, any card signed by you plus email plus mail expenses, how much? I'll take 100 of those for $2,000. There you go. Uncle Bruce, you have any autographed cards? I don't think I do. We are here. SoFi closing at 1808. Yep, that's right. Wait a moment. We can buy a $60 box of wood, can't buy comics or cards. You can also set bids on eBay. Just got back inside after going to the garage. Still no Lambo in there, bright green or otherwise. Bruce, who do I complain to about this? This is a travesty. Where's my Lambo? Brent, as he says, sold. GameStop 202.63 last trade. 202.87 on the aftermarket. SoFi 1808 last trade on 25.4 million when it's all said and done. On the day, and SoFi now 1812 up 4 cents in the aftermarket. Yep, yes, for sure. I have 6 Maguires, but I ain't ever crossed a man that never deserved it. Don't know what that means. Anyway, funny messages. Oh boy, the Dow ended up 154 points. S&P up 32, Nasdaq up 116 points. That's the final counts right there, and that's where we ended up. I gotta tell you. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. I wonder if I should package up maybe, say, 5 or 6 or 7 comics in a package, some kind of find a box that I can send, a bunch of comics that'll fit perfectly, so many comics, and then just offer that box at a flat price, and then just send them out. Might be the way to go, and I'll move out hundreds and hundreds of comics that way, I hope. I don't know. I have no idea if that would ever work. Anyway, what can I do? Let's see. We need Uncle Bruce plushies so we can have something to hug when we're making or losing money. I am the only one taking shots already. Lambo, I'll take one if they're being given away. Coolio reference. You say too expensive to ship, but on eBay the buyer pays for shipping. Well, there's that. That's expensive for the buyer. ATIP must feel orphaned. Hello, Amazon boxes are free. I'm not sure about from up here. Again, Canada, it's different. It's quirky. Canada, it's kind of quirky. Been spending most of our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Larry, I'm sneaking in after the bell. Reminds me of my school days. Hi, everybody, laughing out loud. Hug and strangle. Vasta Colin, have you left the garage door open? They have problems to deliver if you lock the doors. Uncle Bruce is sitting on gold. Uncle Bruce box equals 10 random comics plus a mug plus a shirt at a set price. You should do it. There you go. Uncle B, how many total comics do you have? 5,400 ballpark, 5,400. eBay has this covered. Buyer pays shipping. Seller experience is simple. Sup, Larry? Michael wants to know what's up, man. What's up, Bruce? Forget the Tesla. Get a purple Lambo for a grape jelly. For the grape jelly. There you go. Oh man, I'll tell you. There we go. That's got to be it right there. That's got to be it. Cheers, everybody from Creston, British Columbia, where Jennifer, Uncle Jen, and Uncle Bruce say hi to all of you. Hope you're doing well. Laugh out loud. My gosh. Yeah, I might have 100 of these #1 cables. I'm not sure what else I have a lot of. I got about 20 of those Bram Stoker Draculas. They retailed for $15 a piece when they were new, if I'm not correct. I'm serious, Bruce. $5,400 for the 5400. There you go. Crypto GME fanatic, Oscar Dollar. Cheers, gang. You should silent auction some special boxes. Whoa! Purple Haze says, whoa. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, yeah, I'd take $5,400 for 5,400 comics. I don't know how I get them out of here. I have to figure out a way to get them all packaged up and stuff. Unless you can send someone to the house and get them. You know someone in Canada? Don't expect to see Cable Comics on here. Laugh aloud. What have I missed today? I wasn't expecting that. See y'all Tuesday. Happy the 4th, says Michael Spells. Welcome and thank you for seeing me and being here today. 202.83 up 22 cents on GameStop. SoFi 18.12, 18.11 up 3 cents in the aftermarket. There you go. Excuse me. Yeah, the first person to send me $5,400 US dollars through PayPal, you get all 5,400 comics. How about that? The first person to send me $1,000 US dollars, you can have all the cards I've got, 60-odd thousand, through PayPal. Just make sure to send me your name and address. And if the money lands, you got a deal. The question then is, how do I get it to you? But that is delivery from here. How to get it to you? Shipping is extra if I have to ship it, and I don't know how to do that yet. But it would be nice if you knew someone in Canada that we could get this done through here, and then they can get it to you if you're in the States. That would be fine. But sure, there you go. Whatever you get, you get. In Mississauga, but that's a bit far. Well, at least it's in Canada. Cheers, everybody. Crypto Addict. Yeah. Do you have the Cable X-Force comic that has a trading card in it? The Deadpool card is worth a lot. The Cable X-Force comic. Let's see. What was that one I had here? Showing here is this one. This is the X-Men Executioner song. And then I have two. I have one comic in one card in this one, but no, I don't have that. I have something called Cyclops or something like that. There's that card right there. I do have more of these. I have about 3 or 4 different ones of these, but I think they're all X-Men. It was just a series of X-Men comics, from what I remember. Do you celebrate the 4th of July in Canada? No, we celebrate Canada Day. That was yesterday. Scott Coleman, thank you for your donation on PayPal. I really appreciate it. But Scott, that's not quite enough money for me to send you all the comics or all of my sports cards, but that donation is appreciated nonetheless, and I wish you a good weekend as well. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Keep everybody guessing just how much you sent me. Could you get a pack moose and sneak them across the borders? The Muddies will never know the difference. Marianne, I feel like I'm listening in on Bro Talk. This is fascinating. John Van, I got it. I got it. Have your car towed with the comics over the border. There you go. Bobby, we've been trading since Little League. We go back to 1968 Tops. Some boxes not open. Oh my God. David, that Cable comic range is $78 to $250, depending on grade for that one. I have a ton of those. I have a ton of them. Uncle Bruce, another idea: $49.99 a month premium subscription. Kev, does your RedBubble have bobbleheads? No, I'd sure like to have an Uncle Bruce bobblehead on my dashboard. We actually looked into that. We're thinking of that in a quirky kind of way. I might consider doing something like that out of the States. Like when we're down south, we would order the bobbleheads to be shipped down there where we are, and then ship from there. I don't know. I'm not sure. Hire a mule and get him across the border. The Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, I'm watching you in El Salvador. I have a few family members asking me what part of the family you're from. Laugh out loud. I said you're adopted. People in Salvador will now keep watching you. Vic, do you have mounted police like Dudley Do Right in Creston? Well, we have a detachment of the boys here with there's probably about 15 guys who work here who cover a wide range of territory around here, let's say. And they got the cop cars, and we got a jail here. They got it all. I know a guy in Canada. Wait, it's Bruce. So I call it in man 140.16 in man. I don't know what that means. How much, Uncle Bruce? That's like buying a storage unit. Uh, July 6th. Let's see. I mean, I can put it in a storage unit for you here in Creston, and then you can come and pick it up anytime you can figure out how to get here. July 6th, 6 Diamond Flash Scarlet Nexus today. Scarlet Tweet 6 Diamond. I don't know what this means. Sitting Bull, are you okay? Michael is laughing. The credit savage. There's definitely a stock market in El Salvador. Who would have thought? And yes, we can trade on the New York Stock Exchange. The economy is pegged to the dollar, and all Bitcoin is a national form of payment as well. Yeah, you guys are opening that up. Mr. Seneca, can we buy some put contracts on some of those comics? Laughing out loud. I feel like you're only showing us the good comics. The rest are probably My Little Pony or Strawberry Shortcake. Well, when you have 5,400 comics, I'm only showing you like 5 that I happen to have on this coffee table. Yeah, I'm not showing you the 5,400 because they're downstairs in boxes. And oh man, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, 10-year-old me is dying seeing what you have. Someone is going to be very happy. Uncle Bruce, did we get, what's the question here? Uncle Bruce, did we get NavSite holdings from you? I picked up 10 contracts and I'm up 20% already status. Yeah, NavSite is one that I recommend. NSH, yeah, I've recommended that. It's one of my favorites. Any garbage pail kids? No. IBM, people are smiling. Let's see what IBM did here. IBM closed at 140.11, and in the aftermarket, it's 140.25. Going higher. I know a Canadian. He works for this amazing company, and I heavily invested in the organization. He is a chair for. I might get it for me. I might get him to get it for you. You're trying to talk to me. I don't know. All right. Let's see. I take an Uncle Bruce bobblehead for sure. Isaiah, My Little Pony and Strawberry Shortcake are the good ones. I'll buy the cards on a digital handshake, Uncle Bruce. The Ryan Army can send the $1,000 today. Send me $1,000 US through PayPal and send me your name and address. And if it's in Canada, well, I'll ship it to you, but I'll charge you the shipping when I know how much it is, because I can't tell you how much it's going to be. 1BM moving up AM. No idea what that means. Vic, I'll take a bobblehead too. I don't have bobbleheads. I don't have any. But stand by. What's it at, SV Buck? I don't know what this means either. I just tuned in, and now we're auctioning off stuff. I'm confused. Bobby, laughing out loud. My Little Pony, My Little Baroni. You all right, bros? Michael, I wish all of you a good rest during the long weekend. I will miss the Bagel Gang on Monday. Just look at it this way, Splair. I'm going to be getting a rest on Monday. Michael laughing out loud. Isaiah, MVP of the Libation Game. SVT 140.50. This is IBM 140.40, 140.50 going up. That's right. Bruce, do a house tour with Matterport. Wally, if the Canadian border is still, boom, it's still closed. Remember the old wrestling trading cards? I have a bunch of those. Hulk Hogan. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but those little ponies with the ones with crazy. No. Larry, we need a tour of his downstairs comic dungeon. David, member alert for the holiday weekend. We need an inventory of the comics. I have original Garbage Pail Kids from the 80s. Same here, Mike. I got IBM 140.50 now. Yep, IBM is 140.50. If the Canadian border is still closed, how much time for smuggling comics and cards? I mean, I can ship across the border. That's not a problem. I can do a shipment of the stuff. The logistics is how and at what pricing, and that's where it might be onerous. So you guys have to tell me. If you know someone in Canada that I can ship this to here, and then you can arrange it with them to get it to you. I mean, there's always that. I'm out of time again today. You crazy kids have a long weekend, great long weekend. Dream of swimming pools full of money. I'll go with that, Colin. Well done. Michael, anyone buy the WSB Garbage Pail Kids set? I've got 2. Michael, when I was a kid, I had wrestling trading cards of Gorilla Monsoon, the Iron Sheik, the Kangaroo Brothers. I wish I still had those. What is My Little Pony? Asking for a friend. Let's see. Continuing on. Instead of Trivia Night, Bruce should hold a live auction event. I got dining on UBS pants. I don't know what this means. Is the investigation of VACQ's breach of fiduciary duties meaningless? Yes. That's really meaningless. Take her easy, Colin. Okay, let's continue on. Hey, Uncle B. So a lot of market experts, most recently Michael Burry, are predicting the biggest crash ever when the current boom ends. So should we be worried? What is Uncle Bruce's wisdom? Yeah, biggest crash ever, current boom. It happens all the time. I don't believe it. I just don't pay attention to it. It's just crap. Trivia tonight. My wife and I really want to join you all day. Yep, 7 o'clock Eastern. I'll be on this channel and TWB for members only. Let's see. Best bet is it's a cartoon for children, large men with beards in their neck. Ooh, Bruce, dig a tunnel. Have a good one. Comic trivia tonight. No, not that. Garbage Pail Kids. Have an almost complete set of WACQ packages from the mid-70s. Loved by Bobby. If you're into hockey cards, if you really like hockey cards, I got, most of my cards are hockey cards, but I have some NFL, some baseball, some basketball, but yeah, definitely hockey cards. And then comic books. Like I said, I got so many that are the same ones, the same titles. Anyway, I started drinking for the long weekend already, thanks to this YouTube channel. Vic, how about some Dutch oven peach cobbler this weekend? Sounds delicious. Make a comics video and charge people to view it, then put the Bay auction link at the end. Oh man, the guy's got all kinds of ideas. Anyone ever look into how many times Michael Burry has been wrong? Spoiler, a lot. Eddie, trivia, 1 a.m. European time, 12 p.m. That's true. Rudy, Uncle Bruce, any thoughts on Camping World Holdings with the economy opening up? Nope, no thoughts. A wife is out pulling weeds. I'm here eating oatmeal and watching Uncle Bruce. Now, this is the life. Farragon, Burry's always right, but he's always early, which is always the same as being wrong. Eddie, Michael Jordan card, nothing early. No, nothing early. Farragon, he's been wrong plenty. Pavel Datsyuk rookie card. I could do that. I don't think I have Pavel Datsyuk rookies. Ron was, don't know if you already mentioned this, but one of the CNBC analysts highly recommended SoFi. She said you won't be able to get it at these prices ever again. That's I like to hear that. I'm happy about that. GameStop is up to 203.25, by the way. SoFi in the aftermarket, 18.18 up a dime. Maybe that's having an effect. I don't know. Just a hope, wish, dream, and an aspiration. How about a Dutch over the some motorboating? Oh, okay. Stay safe. Enjoy this long weekend, everybody. See you Tuesday. Lighten up. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. David, when you get the bobbleheads, do a large version. I'll use it as a hood ornament on my 18-wheeler. Have a great July 4th to all the Americans from us crazy Canucks. Trish the Dish, thank you, and thank you for all them too. Question, does M. Burry ever think the market isn't going to crash? SoFi is just giving everyone more time to buy it. There you go. IBM 140.19. SoFi 18.18 right now. That's what we got. SoFi 18.18 up a dime in the aftermarket. Okay. It did touch 18.50 during the day today, or 18.58, but hasn't done much. Hasn't done much else. Anyway, there you go. GameStop was inching a little higher. It's now at 203.21, up 38 cents. That's what we got on GameStop. Thanks, Trish. Uncle Bruce, you may have answered this a few days ago, but what's the competitive edge on ATI physiotherapy? I think they're going to take over other players and become a very big player as a publicly traded company. Bruce, can you do a class on how to survive drinking games? I'm celebrating 4th of July this year to give good vibes to the stocks. Vic, anyone else not noticing SoFi appearing more and more on Wall Street bets? I'm hoping for good things. There you go. SoFi, same here. It's 18.17 now, only up 9 cents. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Popped in to give you a finger, thumb, listening, but I'm busy. J. Ray, thanks, buddy. Michael, I didn't buy SoFi a month ago to sell it next week. All is well. Dan Hammer, many years ago, I called a big Canadian dude a Canuck, and he got pissed. Is that an offensive term? Not really. I don't think it's an offensive term. I don't see anything offensive about it. Anyway, yep, Uncle Bruce called in on the Reddit interest. I did call it, didn't I? Brent, see you Tuesday, everybody. Slingshot Moon, hands on forehead. Brent, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Cheers to all of you who are in the drinking game tonight. Congratulations. Thank you for support. Thank you for your support. Mr. Seneca upped my Gorse position to just over 600 today. I had to sacrifice a few ATIP to make it happen. It's worth it. Dan Hammer, not at all. No, not at all. No, not at all. We call ourselves that. Canucks, we haven't got a problem with that. Only if they are a Habs fan, I guess. I guess it was a case of beer he had in him. Maybe that was it. Mike, have a great long weekend, Bruce and everybody. Thank you, guys. Have a good one yourselves. One of these days I'll have to figure out a way to film all those comic books downstairs and those cards. I'll show them off somehow and put the whole wad up there for we'll do I don't know how we'll do it. I don't know how to sell this stuff. I would love to do a one shot takes all, because then I don't have to do 25 cents per shipping. So I don't want to ship things again and again and again. I keep on buying SoFi. Maybe it's because it sounds like Sophia and it gets my romantic side going. Maybe that's what it is. SoFi is now at 1818 on the aftermarket on 67,000 shares. Eddie's smiling. Trish, Dan Hammer must have been from Quebec, laughing out loud. Let's see. Yes, please. I'm interested. Says Michael. Kev, cheers. Best bet. Trish the dish. Top of the neck. There you go. Does anybody want any snack sets? Do you know what snack sets are? Anybody have an idea what a snack set is from the 50s and the 40s, 50s, and the 60s? And that's a skill testing question. We'll see if anybody answers it correctly. Trish the dish. What part of Canada are you from? Make your daughter sell them for you. Tell her it is her inheritance. One thing I learned about the markets today, it's good to have 10 grand of dry powder at the ready for calls in the event of a CEO of a blue chip like IBM stepping down. Mental note for the future. Dan, Bruce, do you have anything Michael Jordan or 80s Celtics related? Nothing like that, no. Eddie, I keep on buying SoFi. Maybe it's because it sounds like Sophia. That's right. He was from Quebec. Ottawa is where I'm from. Estate sale, snack set. What? Yeah. Anybody know what a snack set is? Anybody want to know? Anybody think they know? I'll have to watch the locals fill trash bags with gas in this hurricane approaches. Have a great weekend, everybody. Glass snack sets. Yeah, they're made of glass. So what they are is they're a plate. It's about the size of a comic book. So you have a plate, and in the middle is a little depression where you put finger sandwiches. You take a white bread, you cut the crust off, you make a sandwich, and then you cut it into 4 triangles. You have those in the middle, and then you have that over here, and then over here you have an indentation, and you have a cup, and that's a set. That's a snack. That's a snack plate. It's a plate with a teacup, a coffee cup, teacup. And room for finger food. And then you have 4 of these, or 6 or 8 of them as a set. So if you're having a little garden party, a little get together, you have everybody grabs their little snack set, and they come to the table, picnic table or table, and then they put the sandwiches on they like, and they get a cup of coffee or whatever on the tea, and then they sit down on the lawn chair or outside somewhere, and you have a little snack set. These are collectibles. Jen has a ton of these, and we're wondering what to do. Oh my, go Rangers. Trish the dish. We just got to Wakefield last night. These are from the 50s and the 60s. These are vintage snack sets that are now 60 and 70 years old in mint condition. Unbelievable. Thomas, please, not the gas-filled trash bags again. Not again. I'm hungry. Trish the dish. Nice. GameStop 204. Going higher. Good to see. IBM 140.18 and GameStop 203.70. Trash bags with gas. Oh my, Dan Hammer. Okay, I'm gonna go watch paint dry and grass grow. Have a great weekend, everybody. There you go, Dan. Tom's laughing a lot. Happy 4th, everybody. Have a safe weekend, everybody, from the greatest little city in the world. They're definitely vintage. Bruce probably got good money for them. Sounds like this. It sounds like kid stuff. Hipsters in Brooklyn would fight over them. Snack sets, yeah, they're collectibles. If I have enough in my account to buy another stock, it's already bought, I might have a problem. I keep my gas-filled garbage bags next to the furnace in the utility closet. What kind of sandwiches are you making us for this garden party you're hosting? Yes, I will buy a snack set, says Marianne. Cola memorabilia and those snack sets. No, not Coca-Cola. Bruce's next YouTube channel, Garage Sale with Uncle Bruce. Kev, when will Jen sign the snack packs? Oh, if you want, she would. John, they are going for $30 to $50 on eBay. Just look them up, depending on the vintage, I suppose, and the style. She even has them in collectors in the boxes they came in, because they were presented to brides to be. So it would be like a bridal gift, and so the bride would get the box that you would open the lid up, and then inside would be 4, 6, or 8 snack sets in this box, and Jen has them all in the original boxes they came in from, with all the designs on the outside from the 50s and the 60s. They're time capsules. That's pretty good. Chris Osgood rookie card. I don't know. I might. Hipsters in Brooklyn fight over the last bit of mustache wax. Best bet. True that. Gotta go. Catch you later for trivia. How many bagels will fit on one of them? Oh, it'll hold a bagel. Oh, for sure. I am quickly realizing that GameStop is the only play in this crooked market. Oh my gosh. What can I say? GameStop 203.96 now. IBM is trading at 140.25 in the aftermarket. SoFi is sitting at 18.14 in the aftermarket. Yeah, that's what's going on. What can I say? Alrighty. Have a fabulous weekend, people. Play safe. Why was Jen hoarding cups and plates? She just likes to collect this stuff, but we're still. I'm not sure what she's going to do with them. I keep egging her on to maybe she wants to sell them or something, but we don't know how. I said bye, but I'm still here. What the face? Wally, 1,016 miles from my world to yours, Uncle Bruce. So tempting to help solve your collection problem. Only 1,636 kilometers for you. I obviously have the same problem too. Marianne, I'm going to need a number alert when the snack sets are up for sale. I'm in. I would love to buy them. Kev Lane, Uncle Bruce, I tell you to open an eBay store, but I don't want you to get rich and disappear into the Palm Desert forever. I once had an eBay store. I once did eBay in 2006 and 2005. That's when I did it, but I don't want to do it again. Got to grab an archery target for my son. Be well and happy, everybody. Those snacks packs would be nice if they were plastic. No, us Okies aren't high society. Plastic is good enough for us. It's like fine china. No, they're not. They're not the cheapo plastic. No, they're the good stuff. They were expensive. Yeah, they're a unique thing, but I don't know if there's much of a following for that kind of stuff. Something tells me that if Jen went to like a home, somehow got to show them off at a home craft sale. But the problem is, you have to sell them online to have any hope of getting any money for them, because then the world can see them, So one of these days she'll have to photograph them and post them somehow. Uncle Bruce, see you at trivia. Have a great July 4th, everybody. Wally's World. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Have a rest of your day. See you soon. Thank you, guys. Happy 4th. All right, I'm going to pack it in right now. Say thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm going to get ready for the trivia show, which is coming up in 2.5 hours. So join me for trivia at 7 o'clock Eastern if you like, on this channel, or TWB, Traveling with Bruce, as members only are allowed in for trivia tonight. Live trivia, 7 o'clock Eastern tonight. There are a ton of interest sets for sale online. Interesting, David. Thank you. Bruce, I am a top seller on eBay. Let's talk. Best bet. What y'all drinking? Vodka and lemonade. Kev, happy 4th all. Happy 4th to all of you. Kev, send me a private email if you want. Or sorry, Jason, if you want to talk to me about that, just send me a private email. BruceFrommer@hotmail.com. Should be down below in the description of every one of my videos. Easily done. Have a great weekend, Bruce. Thank you, guys. Trivia, I'll try to make it. See y'all at trivia. See you next week. And thank you. We're going to blow up some fireworks for you, everybody. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful time. We'll see you trivia and everything else. Let's give you a little more fireworks, and then we'll call it a night. There we go. How about that? Woohoo! Anyway, there you go. Have a good one, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.